Hello Taurus, and welcome to your monthly video horoscope for the month of November. Let's take a look at all the stress that has been plaguing your life. I have a question for you. Do you really need it? Now you may be thinking that you do, but most certainly you do not. And this month, to the degree that you are determined to clear it away from your life, you have the opportunity to do so, and also the power to do so. But the problem is, there's baggage attached. I'm not talking about Samsonite. I'm not talking about carry-on luggage that you carry on an airplane or your handbag. I'm talking about the emotional baggage, the mental baggage, all of the drama in your life that on one level you think that you need. You think you need it and all that it offers you, but you don't. And you would travel lighter without it. In order to move forward, you're going to need to let go of, at the very least, some of it. You can't carry it all forward. It's just not possible to do so. Now, pride may be a deterring factor for you in letting go of some of this. After all, you don't want to be seen as being selfish by letting go. You don't want to be seen as being vulnerable by letting go. But you know what? You have to just put that pride all to one side. You have a lot of opportunities, options that are on the table for you. And it would be really silly and stupid to just ignore them and to not take advantage of them. And the moment that you decide to let go of some of this baggage, which it really is possible to let go of, I do emphasize that, you'll discover that many more opportunities open up. Your choice later this month is between making the change or allowing a drama to continue. That drama will fade the moment that you see it with open eyes. And the chance to see it with open eyes is coming to you later on this month in a very, very powerful and grand fashion. And once you do see with open eyes, you will not desire to wait a moment longer. And after all, why should you? Now let's talk about the important dates over the course of the month. You start the month off with a harmonious angle, a sextile between Venus and Pluto. Very restless, creative energy, but energy that's tired of playing second fiddle to somebody else. You really just kind of want to stand in your own shoes and stride forward. And this is in connection with the relationship and how you've been holding yourself back, whatever type of relationship it is. Very closely after that, there's a full moon in your sign, a full moon in Bharani, which means that something new can be born, but there are obviously some labor pains in the process. And there's going to need to be a very strong level of determination on your part to make the push and the changes that need to happen. On the 9th, you've got Jupiter forming a tense angle with Venus. In case you didn't know, Venus is your ruler. And that is the pride issue I've been talking about earlier. Needing to move forward for the future, but there's some pride that's holding you back. And you need to just kind of let go of that pride. Venus conjunct Saturn on the 13th. Options open for the future, but you're kind of sitting still and holding on to something, not really certain what you should do. And then Venus enters Sagittarius, the wonderful moment on the 16th, where after that you begin to find your own power, the strength, the willingness, the determination to make the change. But mixed in with that, following on the tail end of that, on the 20th, you've got a tense angle with Neptune, between Venus and Neptune. And this implies a degree of drama. Devotion versus devotion to yourself. Devotion for somebody else, devotion for something else versus self-devotion. What is that choice going to be? Well, if you decide to gain a little bit of perspective on the situation, you're going to have an opportunity to finally shift something that's just been sitting still for a very long period of time. Because on the 27th, your ruler, Venus, makes a harmonious angle to Uranus in Aries, a time to clear the stuff away from the past, a time to free yourself from a process that's been going on for far too long. And it's going to happen in a manner that is likely quite unexpected, because after all, we are talking about Uranus. So you don't need all this stress. You don't need to get worn out. You don't need to be tired. You don't need to be exhausted. You don't need to try to prove a point. And the moment that you decide to stop trying to prove a point, that's the moment that you're going to begin to find true happiness. That's going to do it for your monthly video horoscope for November, Taurus. If you have interest, I have a vast range of astrological services available through my website. And that includes personal consultations that are one-to-one, in-depth personalized video reports, which is me recording a video going over your chart. And in addition to that, there are also written reports for those of you who appreciate the written word. If you haven't subscribed to my page already, you might consider doing so. You'll get regular updates anytime one of the weekly video forecasts is posted, or anytime the moon videos are posted, or the Vedic astrology classes, or my monthly video horoscopes. Now, I know many of you are listening for your sun sign on this. I strive, it's important for you to listen as well to your rising sign. If you don't know what your rising sign is, you can look for a free chart calculator on my website under the astrological services, and you can calculate your chart and find out where your ascendant is. That's going to do it for your monthly video horoscope for November, Taurus. Until next month, please do take very good care of yourself.